Hey, Ronnie here.
Hey, teacher.
Hey, so good. So long time no see. So,
Yeah, long time no
yeah,
see.
yep.
Um, because I had no time to. I was working too much. Then I had
hmm
time to sign in and to be here today.
hmm Yep. So I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time. hmm Yep. Okay. So all right. So you made it today. So that's good. That's good. You busy with work, school, or what's going on?
Uh, with work, with work. Sometimes I have to work. I have to work more. Overtime. I have to do overtime.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Overtime can be a pain. I'm slowing down on the amount of teaching I'll be doing coming up on I think the 17th or something like that because we're bringing some more teachers, so that'll be good. That'll be good. So 'cause I've been filling in until we got some new ones. So now there's plenty of new ones. Eugenie, welcome back.
Hi, teacher. Welcome back.
Good. Nice sunshiny day for you, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
shiny.
Yeah, it's nice out here. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. And actually, I'm lucky. My niece is here. I live in the Philippines, but my niece is here visiting, so I get to spend some time with her in the
How old she
afternoon.
is?
Uh, how old is she? She's 26. 26. Okay, so she's older. She's older. I have a
Mm-hmm.
brother that's 6 years older than me. Okay, so that's how I am able to have a niece that's only 15 years difference than me, right? Okay, so an older brother, but yeah, but she's 26 years old, so this is her second trip here. So anyway, it's always good to see her, good to see family, especially on a nice day like this. So all right, so let's go ahead and just get started in class. We'll start talking about some stuff. You guys are both intermediate to advanced level students, okay? So we'll have a pretty good class together. And why don't you do this? Have you ever taken a class, Eugenie, with Ranier?
I'm not sure about it, but I
Okay.
think.
Why don't you introduce yourself? Just tell them who you are, where you're from, how to properly pronounce your name, since I'm still probably screwing it up,
Okay,
and just a
okay,
little bit about you. Okay, go ahead.
okay. My name is Evgeny. I'm from Russia. I'm 31, and at this moment I work as technician by file alarm and security systems, and also I'm a student in university. I'm learning languages like French and English.
Okay, Ranier.
Yeah, my name is Ronieri. Ronieri. I'm from Brazil, and actually I'm doing nothing. I'm just working a lot. And when I have enough time, I like to study English,
Yep.
and that's it.
hmm And yeah, and you're right. When you have enough time, Ronnie, and it is Ranier, right? Or Ranieri. I thought I used to get it wrong by calling you Ranier or Ranieri. Is it Ranier?
You can call me Ronieri because in Brazil my name would be like Ronieri
Ranieri.
with the
Okay.
R has the H sound.
See, and I thought I was doing it wrong before with the Ranieri, but anyway.
I
So
think
so
it
what?
is cool.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
think it's
cool,
cool.
Ronier. Sometimes I call myself like this, Ronier.
Okay, all right. So one thing I think you said, oh boy. Anyway, I think you should be using. It's better to say what you said was correct, which I kind of forgot right now. But you should be saying in my free time, or pardon me, when I have free time. In my free time, I like to practice English. Okay, that's usually
Okay.
how we say stuff like that. Even though what you said was correct, but typically, oh, that's your free time. Okay. And your free time is when you don't have family commitments, when you don't have work commitments, all that other stuff, in your free time. Your free time. We also, too, guys, we call it in my spare time. Okay. All right. So, and just have kids, you'll never have spare time again, right? So, good luck with that. They'll grow up to hate you anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around. But I don't have any kids. That's just what I see. Um, 18 gorgeous images of factory robots. All right, so we got some. It's just us men in here. We can look at robots, right, in factories. Actually, this stuff is pretty cool. I think I told you guys I come from a past life where we used to work on manufacturing software to control robots and different things like that. I used to work on some cool stuff called automated guided vehicles, which are really dangerous as well if you don't program them properly. But anyway, so we're going to look at these robots that have been working at the Tesla factory. Okay? And the pronunciation, I'll just work a little bit about when we have this m sound, okay? Not really too much when it comes to this, okay? And this is when you have many, any, and so forth. It's because in the grammar we're going to work with plurals, okay, and their container words and so forth, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start here, okay. All right, make this a little bit bigger. So, okay, Eugenie, okay, can you start off here?
How many electronic devices do you have in your home? And how many times has your computer crashed on you in 1 week? Teach about the vowels in many, any, and much some.
Oh no,
Use the
is it still no, I'm sorry. So what I want you to do is just answer these two questions.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
Yeah, so these right here. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay. So I didn't count how many electronic devices I have in my home. I guess a lot.
A lot? Okay, so that's good. That's good. So
Yeah.
you're using a good quantifier. So a lot can be used for any of them, right? So a lot can be used for count and non-count. So okay, so good, right? And the other
Many
one?
times has my computer crashed on me in 1 week? I really don't know. I guess it doesn't happen yet because I have a new computer. Maybe it was 1 year, about 1 year.
Yep. And you'll say with that one, instead of doesn't happen yet, hasn't.
Ah, yes, hasn't happened yet.
Yep. So it hasn't happened yet. It doesn't happen often. Okay. It hasn't happened yet. Okay.
Yes, it is because I use yet. I should use hasn't.
So in that one, it hasn't happened yet. It doesn't happen often. Okay. So the reason why you're using the hasn't is because it's happened. Okay.
Oh,
You seen that?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why, because you want to have that in the perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect
Yes.
tense present. Okay.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Good. Ranier. Good, Ranier.
Yeah. How many electronic devices do you have in your home? Well, I have a lot of electronic devices. My computer, a tablet, and I think these two. I use only these two. And how many times has your computer crashed on you in 1 week? This crashed on you, teacher. Would be like what?
Yeah.
Broke?
Yeah, well, when a computer crashes, here we go. And by the way, Ranier, it might have just been your accent. But did you say these twos? Did you say these twos? I don't think. No. I don't think you
Yeah,
did.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay. But just so you know, these two devices. Okay. I want to make that plural. Yeah. So here's a computer crash. Mind, okay? That's why I was asking you. So you know when it breaks, when it crashes. It used to crash all the time. They really don't crash that much anymore. Have you guys ever seen this? Have you guys ever seen this? No?
Yeah, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Eugenie, you're lucky. You're lucky. This is like
Yeah.
they call this the blue screen of death. The blue screen of death. No. And then when I was running before, we were running Ubuntu. And so sometimes I'd have issues similar to this, but not that much. But yeah, if you have a Mac, you barely run into this. If you have a PC these days, and I should say rarely, not barely, you rarely run into this. And same thing with a PC these days, you rarely run into it. So yeah, that would be when it crashed. When it crashed, how many times has your computer crashed in you in 1 week? And you know what? They really don't crash much anymore, do they? Kind of a dumb question. Shows you how old I am. You know. So in other words, Ranier, in the old days, computers, right? When I say the old
Yeah,
days, about 15 years ago, these things would crash all the time. They crash
yeah.
all the time. It was nuts, nuts. So not too much anymore. All right. So hey guys, we're gonna work on some really simple sounds here. Right? We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because what we're going to do is we're going to look at many, any, much, and some. And we'll just use a few minimal. Okay. Okay. So for instance, we want to get the many, any, and then much, and then some. Okay. So I'll start out here with this first one. And Ronnie, I'll start with you this time. Okay. So we'll do 3 words. I'll say those, then you repeat those, and then after that, what I want you to do is then say the sentence, or pardon me, I'll say the sentence and you say it. You can tell I'm getting so excited to get finished with my last class and see my niece. What a crazy guy, huh? So, much Dutch crutch.
Much, Dutch, crutch.
I don't know much.
I don't know much.
Hmm. Some bum dumb.
Some, bum, dumb.
Can I have some?
Can I have some?
Okay. Any, many, penny.
Any, many, penny.
How many do you have?
How many do you have?
Okay, good. Yep, how many do you have? Okay, um, Jeannie, here we go. Much Dutch crutch.
Much Dutch crutch.
I don't know much.
I don't know much.
Some bum dumb.
Some bum dumb.
Can I have some?
Can I have some?
Any, many, penny.
Any, many, penny.
How many do you have?
How many do you have?
Okay, good, good, very good. Okay, and that's really it, guys. That's really it. And that sounds real simple. I know I'm repeating myself, but I just find these new classes with the smaller pronunciation, for some reason, you guys really focus on it, which is good. If I spend a whole hour on pronunciation, it's a lot of work, which I don't mind. It just seems like a lot of correction. Actually, grammar correction is easier than pronunciation correction. Just to let you
Yeah.
guys know, in case you're wondering. Especially because people don't believe you as much for some reason. I don't sound like that. I used to do that same thing in China. Yeah, no, I sound perfect. My Chinese is perfect. How come you can't understand me? Let's continue on here. Let's, Jeannie, go ahead with first. You should learn.
Sorry.
It's okay.
First you should learn the irregular plurals. There are some nouns that you don't add s or es to pluralize. Some are completely irregular. One man, two men, one woman, two women. One person, two people. One child, two children. With some, you change the vowel sound to e sound. One tooth, two teeth. One foot, 2 feet. One goose, two geese. There are others you change the sound to from f to vs. One life, two lives. One wife, two wives. One knife, two knives. Other nouns don't change in the plural. One deer, two deer, one sheep, one fish, two fish.
Okay. So guys, let me ask you something here. So these are all irregular. They're all irregular, okay? But are these irregular? Are these count or non-count? Okay, they're irregular, but are they part of count or non-count? So meaning, would you say many sheep or much sheep?
Many.
Many sheep?
Yep. So these are count. So sometimes it's hard for students to understand, and it's okay, guys. Sometimes it's hard for students to understand that once it comes to using much, some, all this different stuff, many, right? That you want to make sure that you treat these as count. Yes, they're irregular. They're irregular in their formation, but you want to treat these as count when you start to use them, okay? When you start to use them. So you don't say, I have much fish, I have many fish, right? I don't say much sheep, I have many sheep. I have many wives, right? And I can't feed them all. I can't feed them all because I don't have enough fish. I don't have enough fish. My dream, though, Furcon, that's my nightmare. I can never understand why people would. I can never understand why people would want more than one wife. And nothing against it. I hope nobody's going to get mad at me for listening to this later. But to me, it just seems like it seems like too many headaches. And if they all have their same cycle at the same time, wow, boy, you're done. Anyway. So, this is recorded. Oh, okay. Anyway, Furcon, go ahead. Second.
You can use many, much, and a lot of. Many is for count nouns, much is for non-count, and a lot of is for both. There are many cars, so many houses, too many people, too much water, too much ice, so much food. Not there's much water, ice, etc. There are a lot of cars and a lot of water. Note, too many, much is for problems, so much, and a lot of are casual ways to say very.
Yep. Okay. So there's so many cars in the road, so many houses, too many people, right? I think that's the truth. Okay, and then just here we have food, stuff like this. So much food. You want to put something in front of it. Okay, all right. There's much food. There's too much food, and so forth. And then in here, a lot of work for both of them. And yeah, don't worry about this too much, right? But too many problems. Okay, too much problems to deal with. Okay, and in here, go ahead. Let's see here. Yeah. So Ranier, can you read this? Because I think Furcon's still waking up.
Third, you can use some and any. These words both mean an unstated small number. How we use them is different, and some is usually used when the feeling is positive or neutral. I caught some fish today. I had some good luck. Any is usually used in negative sentences. I didn't catch any fish. Have you seen any good movies lately? Any is also used to make a polite request by making it sound less strong. Can I get you anything? Would you like any milk with your tea?
Okay, so good, so good. So in here again, I have some money around. Okay, I don't have any money, right? Okay, two big differences, right? Two big differences in there. Have you seen any good movies lately? Usually that's going to be negative. Like, wow, have you seen any good movies lately? I haven't seen any. All right. If it's positive, what good movies have you seen lately? Is what you would say in there. And like this, when you have a polite request. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Ranier. Finish this off.
Fourth, you can pluralize some non-count nouns. Some non-count nouns mean almost the same as a count noun: coffee, water, hair. I want 2 coffees. I want 2 cups of coffee. A pluralized non-count nouns to be described thoroughly different types of them: juice, metals, etc. Smoking can cause harm versus too many harms of smoking. Two pieces of candy versus the store has a number of different candies. Three kinds of plastics versus the company makes 1,000 different plastics. And note, most non-count nouns are never pluralized. Information, equipment, jewelry, etc.
Okay. So Ranier, can you ever pluralize food? Can
Food,
you ever say foods?
no.
Okay. How about frozen foods?
Maybe yes.
Hmm. And tropical foods. Okay. And how about fruit? Can you pluralize fruit?
Fruits, many fruits. I don't
Well,
know. Maybe
you wouldn't.
yes.
You would say you'd say many types of fruit, many guys, and don't worry, it drives me absolutely crazy. But you can, so you can say fruits if you use tropical fruits. Okay, so that's fine. You can also say foods if you say like South American foods, frozen foods. So if you're grouping things together, then you can use it. It doesn't really drive me that crazy, but it's kind of hard to explain. But do you see how you use that? So yeah, I have many different kinds of fruit. Okay, I have a lot of tropical fruits. Okay, all right. So also sweet fruits, sour fruits. Like for instance, sour fruit would be here. All right. So like sour fruit. Oh, you call these so sour fruits. Okay. All right. So that's sour. That's something sour, limes, different things like that. So you classify those together. Okay, when it comes to this too, I want two coffees. Yeah, it's acceptable. It's just the way people say it at times, right? If you can use a container word like cups, right? Different things like that. You can see here the many harms of smoking. So again, just think of groupings, guys. Think of groupings when you come in here. Different types, different groupings once you get to this. Any questions before we go look at some machines? No?
No.
Okay, cool. Cool, good. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me see how we get this video coming. I don't want to win a gizmo. See, there's some pretty cool pictures. Yeah. Gosh darn it. Let me see if I get this thing out of the way. Okay. There we go. Anyway, so let me ask you guys. Well, here I'll give you these questions first. So, what do you guys think about these factories with all these robots taking all these jobs? Positive, negative?
Yeah, positive.
It's
Good.
positive.
Anyone else? Positive? Yep. Furkan? Positive? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised how many people in the U.S. Just freak out when they see this. You know. So, but this to me, this is cool stuff. Why should human beings be sitting around working manual labor jobs where they don't think like this, right? Okay. What's the point in them sitting there all day with the drill gun, same thing back and forth? Have any of you guys ever worked in a factory?
Yeah, I did.
What kind of
Yeah.
factory did you work in?
Automobile factory.
Oh, really? Really? Um,
Yeah.
how long did you work there?
For about a year, I guess.
What did you do there?
Um, I I melted metal.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. And Ranier?
Me as well, inside a factory, an automobile
Mhm.
factory.
Okay, and you welded as well?
No, no. I don't know the name. Uh, I don't know the name of my what I do there. But
You don't know the
uh,
name. You don't know the name of your job there. You don't know what you call your job. hmm
yeah, in English,
Okay.
I don't know. In English, I don't know.
Okay. So good. Good. Yep. All right. So yeah, working in a factory is a tough job. You know, you're in there all day long. You know, the first job I had working in a factory, and I didn't think I was going to be working in factories later on, was making patio furniture. I used to bend metal on a press for patio furniture, but that's before I got older, fatter, and slower. But anyway, all we're going to do, guys, is take a look at these pictures here, kind of talk about some stuff. That's it. Okay? All right? I'll read this first part, and then I'll let you guys read the rest. Uh, Robots have ruled industrial production for decades in many fields, from the auto industry to food processing and consumer electronics. The singularity isn't here yet, but in the world of manufacturing, it's been knocking on the door for years. The Luddites among us might feel resentful, since plentiful of since plenty of humans are quite good at welding, painting, and assembling things. We're just not as fast, precise, reliable. But whether you see them as a threat or an engineering marvel, it's hard to deny they're beautiful. Check out a handful of the best to show. Okay, and here, so this is the Nissan Muranos, an assembly of Nissan company. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, here we go. So, Ranier, can you read this first one up here at top?
Yeah. Automated car factories first became common in the year and 1980s. Here, robots and multi-welders work spot welding the body shells for Ford Sierra cars at a Ford factory in 1984.
Yeah, body shells of Ford Sierra, right? You can see in here. So there's actually a lot of these machines that are still made in the United States. Also, a lot of them that are made over in Japan as well. Japan makes a lot of robots. Boy, make a lot of them. Okay, looks like we lost him. Eugenie, can you read here? This robot assembles.
Mhm. This robot assembles uh, engines at Nissan Motor Co. Ltd's Yokohama plant, which was established in 1935 as the first integrated mass production automobile plant in Japan.
Yep, pretty cool little picture here. Okay. All right, go ahead. I'll just have you read a few of these, and I'll get back to Ron here. Go ahead.
A robot assembled a washing machine at the BSH Bosch Siemens Haus Gerätwerk Hallen consumer appliance factory in Nyon, Germany.
Yep, pretty cool. So it looks like a multi. Here, what is that? That Siemens? Yeah, it looks like some
Yeah,
Siemens controls in
yeah.
there, right? Okay. And this KUKA, these KUKA robots are everywhere. Okay. When it comes to this type, I don't know. Did you guys see any of these in your factories?
Is
But
it a
these are,
brand? Kuka.
yeah, KUKA. Yeah, yeah. So they're everywhere. They're everywhere. All right. So it's one of the more popular, and it's just their arm, the arm that they have on there that controls things is just
Mhm.
second to none. Okay, they've perfected the way to make that stuff run. Okay, go ahead, read this next one here.
A vehicle is welded by robot arms as it goes through the assembly line at the General Motors Lansing Delta Township Assembly Plant in Michigan.
Yep, you can see all the little robots, everything down here. See all these wires going to it, putting the pressure in it. Okay, all right. Go ahead, Ronnie here.
A robot welder works on bridge components at the Mobile Bridge factory, where prefab combat bridges are manufactured in Gloucester, England.
So good, thank God. So you know these military bridges? You guys ever seen these? So where they have these fold out? Yeah, let me show you. Okay, so they take these bridges. That's what they do is they just piece them together so that they can build them wherever, right? So that's what they're working
Mm-hmm.
on there. So that way they can go and kill people. Okay, all right. Okay, go ahead, Ranier.
Robots at the audio factory assemble solar panels in Prenzlauch, Germany.
Mm-hmm. Seeing here, building these various solar panels as they go. I did work on one factory, one solar manufacturing factory, before I stopped working in that. Go ahead, this one here.
A wiring robot works in a factory of Jerry Automobile in Wuhu of Anhui Province, China.
Mm-hmm. You guys ever heard of cherry cars? You ever heard of them?
Yeah, we have in Russia this one.
Yeah. So you know what they did is the QQ, right? The
Mm-hmm.
QQ was one of their first ones. Then they had a van, and now the cars are a little bit better that they have. But basically, what they did is they stole the idea from, or they stole the plans and everything from GM. Okay. Yeah, they're not exactly the safest things.
Yeah,
But oh well. They're kind of
absolutely.
disposable cars, aren't they? You don't expect them to last for more than 4 or 5 years. So now this is cool. Check this one out. Go ahead, Ronnie. Here, this thing looks cool.
The prototype of an automated rice planter equipped with GPS plants rice along pre-programmed routes, which are based on the shape of rice fields in Japan.
Hmm. So nice. So instead of having all these people out there, you just have a nice little machine that just runs out there, right? That looks
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. Okay. All right, Eugenie.
A battery exchange robot changes the batteries in the electric car at China's largest electric vehicle battery recharging station in Beijing.
Okay. More stuff that people don't need to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then one more.
In Tokyo, a Fanuc Robot M430 IA, a highly advanced robot arm that picks and packs food, placed edible products into boxes that are carried by a conveyor at the Robot Awards 2007.
Okay. Robot awards. Okay. Go ahead. Next one here.
Robots help to assemble Chrysler and Dodge minivans at the Windsor Assembly Plant in Ontario, Canada.
Wow. Look at the size of all that, huh?
Yeah, the huge one.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. There you go. For you guys with the Xbox running here. Go ahead.
Xbox testing robots that selling Xbox accessories in lab in Redmond, Washington.
So it just sits there and pokes in this all day long, I imagine, huh? And that's a controller on there. See, it sees how long it takes to break it. Okay, and the last one here. Go ahead.
Rosser Pryor, the president of Factory Automation System in Atlanta, sits next to one of his robots. Pryor was forced to cut 40 of 100 workers at his plant during the recession.
Yeah, he looks real happy. And here's the cool stuff, guys. This is the Tesla. And I can't remember if we have a. Now I'm giving another class on this. But anyway, go ahead. Can you read this here? Go ahead.
Robots assemble a Tesla Model S at a Tesla factory in Fremont, California.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And here you go. Go ahead. You read this. Yeah, it's okay. Just continue on. KUKA?
KUKA Robotics makes some of the most advanced types of robotic arms. Many of them are used in industrial foundries.
Yeah, so in foundries where they have metal, where they're making metal and different things like that. So where they're actually like putting the metal out. Go ahead, Eugenie.
Here, large pieces of plate glass are unloaded by robotic arms.
Okay. Holy Toledo, I thought we were towards the end. Okay. There we go, just a few. All right. Too much of a good thing, right? Go ahead, read these last two.
A Fanuc P50IA paint robot sprays industrial strength automobile paint onto parts.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
In this is this Japanese robot phototype ERP2 the future? The completely humanoid body is designed to operate machinery and collect data at dangerous construction sites.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's it, guys. That's it in a nutshell. Okay, so all the stuff that's gonna take over all these mundane jobs. Thank God, right? Okay, or thank whoever. Okay, so go ahead, start out, Ronnie. Here, you answering some of these questions here, or one of them. Are you there, Ronnie? Here?
Okay, I was muted. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think that it is important that we continue to build more robots to replace the jobs normally performed by humans? Well, I think so. I think that we have to get rid of this kind of job in which we have to use hands, and we have to use robots to do everything for us, so we can have time to be focused on more creative jobs. I think, teacher, when you have time,
Mm-hmm.
like I work 8 hours every day inside a factory, but 8 hours wasted because I could be doing something else, studying or whatever, but not I'm inside a factory.
Yep. Yeah. So it's just wasted time, right? Because there's nothing.
Yeah,
It's not like you're doing anything that creative. You're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. So
yeah.
yep. Okay. All right. Genie.
The same question or the next?
Any of those, or any thoughts, anything you have on that?
Any thoughts?
Hmm.
Why are some people worried about robots replacing humans in certain aspects of daily life? Uh, I don't know why they're worried about this because I don't think that robots can replace uh, anything that we do.
You don't think that they can replace everything that we can
Everything,
do, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
everything
Yep.
that we can do. Yes, some jobs we can replace into robots, but not all.
Yeah. Some jobs robots can replace, but not all of them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Some jobs the robots can replace, but not all of them. Okay. So good. So Ronnie here, go ahead.
Uh, what work do you do that you would like a robot to take over? I think there are all kinds of work in which you have to use your hands or your physical strength to use. I think robots should do this job for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got it. Got it. So, and would you ever have a robot as a girlfriend?
As, I think so. Everybody get one of those one day.
Yeah,
Like
some people when I ask them that, oh no, no way. I don't know. I don't know. I I don't know. I don't think it'd be that bad to have one. You know, you can just turn them off and turn them on when you want to, right?
uh,
Yeah, just teaching you guys phrasal verbs here. So, okay, so Eugenie, go ahead.
What work do you do that you would like a robot to take over? Uh, pu- 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 I don't know. I'm not prefer. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not a robot, but I don't like laundry. So actually, we have a robot uh,
Hmm.
for this job.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe something that I don't like to do. I,
Yeah. So now let me help you with something, okay? So you say I don't I don't like laundry. I don't like laundry. So is it that you don't like the laundry itself or you don't like doing the laundry?
oh, I don't like doing laundry.
Yeah, no problem. But also too, it's some people say I don't like work. I don't like work. So I don't like working. I don't like
Mhm.
doing laundry, right? I don't like work at all. Yep. So
Mhm.
yeah, and if you say it like that, very good, Ranier. I don't like work at all. Okay, so good, good. So yeah, probably laundry, doing the dishes, right? Doing the
Mhm.
dishes.
Mhm.
So in there, so like if you said I don't like dishes instead of I don't like doing the dishes, okay, or I don't like washing the dishes. So Ranier, machines have to do everything for us.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. One
Okay.
day maybe
Uh,
they'll get to that. Yeah. Yep. So machines have to do everything for us. That's what we hope to get to it one day. Go ahead, Ranier.
that's the thing that some people they were about saying that we gotta we gotta lose our jobs. I think it is not real, teacher. And I think today, even with machines in some places in the world, there there jobs are being created. I don't know other parts of the world, but here in Brazil, I think there is a lot of jobs. Machines do it, but sometimes you have people working on it too.
Hmm.
Uh, I, I don't know, but I think people shouldn't be worried about that. There is a TED talk in which a guy talks about it. It's very interesting.
Where he talks about how the robot's taken over, how people shouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah, he talks
Hmm.
about it. There's robots will steal our job, but that's okay. This is what he talks in the TED talk, and he explains why machines they have to do everything for us.
Hmm. Oh yeah, it should be as much as they can do. Then we can just concentrate on thinking, right? The only thing I worry about is, when we have machines doing everything for us, just how lazy people are going to be, Because right now,
Uh,
anytime they have free time, they just don't really seem to spend time. And I'm talking about in general. And I'm also talking about people in the U.S. They just don't seem to spend time on anything fruitful.
some people say this, but for more example, when I became lazier when I started to work. When I was younger, I was very more productive doing sports, but after I started to work, I had no time at all. And I think, yeah, most productive people they didn't work at all. They just worked on what they really like to work. Like Isaac Asimov, he decided to become a writer and became a good writer full-time writer. He before he was a teacher in a school, but when
Mhm.
he saw that writing was better and was giving him profit, he decided just to write. It means that he spent a lot of his time just doing what he really enjoyed to do, and he
Mhm.
became a great writer.
Yep. Spend a lot of time doing what he enjoys doing, right? Spend a lot of time uh, on what he enjoys, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
so that yeah, you know what? That's a very good point, Ronnie here. It's actually a very good point you made. But do you think most people are like that? I guess I'm just so cynical. I guess after living in the U.S. for all those years and just watching how people are just stuck in front of their TV. All they eat is processed foods. Everybody's overweight. Everybody's complaining about not having money. They all get in debt. I don't know. I guess I'm so cynical. Just so cynical when it comes to that. But you made a very good point that it actually should work in the opposite. The more time that people have, the more that they'll go out, exercise, they'll spend time on things they love instead of spending time working, right? So good. Good. You just put my faith back in humanity. Maybe for an hour or so only, but you put my faith back in humanity. How about you, Eugenie? What do you think? What do you think about the robots? And if we have a whole bunch of robots doing our stuff, what do you think people would do in their free time? More porn?
I don't know what they would uh, would be doing. Maybe it all depends of individuals, of his personality. Maybe some people would be spent all that spare time in front of the TV, and another will be learning something new. But people should do something. They shouldn't just wasted their lives. No matter where it should be, on a factory or something else.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. Got it. Got it. Okay. And that was the TED video. I usually do that if I want to watch something later on here, so I can look at my watch history. So thanks. Yeah, I don't think we don't have enough time to watch it now. So yeah, it depends on the person, right? Or depends on the individual, Jeannie, right?
mhm.
Some people will take advantage of that extra time. Other people will just kind of you know, just
Yes.
kind of just let the time go by. Maybe find a way to eat just a little more.
This is not a good idea.
Yeah. So gosh, I'm so tired. I don't have any time to eat. Thank God this robot's doing my job. I have plenty of time to eat now, so I can just kind of sit around, be like Jabba the Hutt. So, all right. Well, good, guys. Very good. Ranier, you want a last question?
No, no.
No. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do an assessment now on all of this. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Okay. So, all right. Sorry, guys, taking me. Okay.
There is one thing, teacher.
Uh-huh.
When
Go
I
ahead.
when I when I when I didn't work, I was skinny, right? And I used to walk very long periods of time. But when I started to work, I got fatter. I am now 10 kilos fatter than when I wasn't working. I don't know why. I think it is about time. When you don't work, you have plenty of time to do whatever you want.
Yeah. Also, too, what happens is if you're stressed at work, fat accumulates as well. So if you're stressed, that's supposed to accumulate, right? So if you have stress at work, then fat's supposed to accumulate because it's part of you ever heard of fight or flight?
Fight or flight? No.
Yeah, so it's like your natural instincts. So when you're under stress, since we're all cavemen, right? I mean, it takes a long time for us to genetically change. So anytime cavemen and all them and hunters and gatherers were under stress, the fat used to collect around their stomach. What little fat could collect around there, and the reason why it would collect around there is because they thought that that maybe there wasn't going to be food coming up, whatever the case. Maybe there's going to be a shortage, right?
Yeah.
Just like when they say it's good for you to fast every once in a while, and the reason why it's good for you to fast is because your system naturally starts to think, oh my gosh, we need to make sure you're not able to get food. We need to make sure that your eyesight's good, all your other stuff is good. So anyway, what I'm saying is you're right, you don't get to exercise as much, but also too, the stress might have something to do with it that puts that extra fat on you. So yeah, no, I think that we should only be working like maybe 25, 30 hours a week at the most. We should find a way to educate more people so that there's enough smart people to fill in all these jobs and not be working as much. I think it's crazy, especially, the Koreans work the most, right? I don't know if you guys knew that or not. And then I think the U.S. is like number 2 or number 3 when it comes to the amount of hours worked. Here, you can just find it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's see in here. Okay, yep, South Korea. Okay, all right. British. Oh wow, Chile. Holy Toledo! I never realized that Chile did that much. Um, yeah, so workers over here in Asia putting the most amount. So anyway, where the United States is? Okay, but look at that, 2,193. Okay, annual hours every year. Germans, 1,408, and they're highly productive. Germany has a strong economy. This goes to show you, okay? You have that free time and you get to relax. It helps out. Okay, guys, let's just do a quick assessment here. So I'll start with you, Ranier. So what if you say man? How would you make that plural?
Uh, yeah, I saw two men walking down the street.
I saw two men walking down the street. Okay, and Eugenie, what about if I had fish? How would I make fish plural?
It will be the same. One fish, two
Uh-huh.
fish.
Yep. How about sheep though?
The same too.
Okay. How about rabbit?
One
Rabbit.
rabbit, two rabbits.
Okay, good. Okay. So, Ranier, what I want you to do is I want you to use either much, many, or a lot of. Much, many, or a lot of. So, water.
Uh,
A lot of. How about
uh,
children? hmm
Children.
hmm
I have many children.
Oh, really? No wonder you're working so much. Okay. How about dogs? How about dogs?
I have three dogs.
Okay, so good. Okay, and Eugenie, cats.
Mm, I have 5 cats.
Okay, jellyfish. Okay, much, many, a lot. Much, many, a lot. So jellyfish. You ever seen a jellyfish? Here's what a jellyfish looks like. So much, many, or a lot when you use that.
Much fish.
It's okay. No problem. Many, because remember, and it's okay. This is in Eugenie. This is exactly what I was saying. Is that many people make mistakes because these are treated as count nouns. They're irregular. Okay, they're irregular, but they're still count nouns. So you'd say many jellyfish, just like you'd say many fish.
Many jellyfish.
Yep, many jellyfish. Okay, so no problem. Like I said, that's why I pointed that one out there earlier. Okay, so let's continue on here. So, Ranier, can you make a polite request using the word any? Yeah,
Do you
polite
have
request. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
do you have any coffee to give me? I don't know.
Can you can just say, can you give me any coffee? Okay, all right. But also too, yeah, usually it's on the other side though when we're asking, can I get you any? Is there anything you need? Okay, so those are the way that we have the requests. And Eugenie, can you use anything, anything? And you should be asking the person to do something for him. I didn't make that clear last time. So anything.
Anything.
Hmm?
I don't want anything.
You don't want anything? So that's just a statement. Okay, by the way,
Yeah.
no worries. But that's I don't want anything. I don't want to answer anything. I don't want to answer anything today. So yeah, no, it'd be like, can I teach you anything else? Okay, can I get you anything else? So no problem, no problem. So I'm gonna end this class right now, guys.